For me, right, I believe and I think our youth national teams over the last 8 years has done more than we expect them to do, given the circumstances and the situation that they've been put in. Although they do go to the tournaments and maybe they might not win the amount of games that we believe they should have won, I think they do a lot more given the preparation time, the lack of international friends. Because I am saying is, if I'm in Antigua and me and you play for Antigua together at the youth level and at the senior level, and I could sit down and say, Schyan is going to do this, Ranji is going to do this one is going to do that. But when we leave Antigua now, how we go to St. Kitts or to St. Lucia, there's no individual we can point on. Maybe one or two that we probably played that before. If we play under 20 and we play them at under 70, we might know. So we could say, okay, right, he's going to do that or he's going to do that. But if our players don't get exposed to playing against a different level of player, a player that they've never seen, how do we know what they're going to cope against when they go to the tournament? And I just think we keep sending out teams to the tournament without giving them an opportunity to test themselves.
Yes, you're totally correct. I agree with that 100% because we will be having the same problem since we were small. Without these kind of friendly games, you have players who are playing professional, so the energy system is different from us who's coming from schoolboy football or amateur football. It's a totally different level, and for us to get to that level, we need to have friendly games against these kind of teams, these kind of players, because these are the players that the hurdle that we need to get over. And if we don't play these kind of games, we're never going to cross these hurdles.
We need to play against, there's the hurdles that we need to cross.
Yes.
The Jamaicas, because we're not getting to the World Cup if we can't beat or draw with the Mexicos, the USA, the Costa Rica. We won't get to any tournaments like that. And in order to play against that caliber, a young player, because we know any country that has a professional league, the youth program is going to be top notch because they want to feed their players from their youth programs into the professional teams in their country.
Exactly.
And all these Central American countries have that.
I just said that the government need to get involved, get behind the team, because we are, as you know, we are Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes.
And everybody, follow Antigua and Barbuda. It's one flag, we wear the flag with pride. And for us to do that, for us to go out there and represent as a small nation, we do need the support from the government and the stakeholders. So things like, more training time, longer training time, camps, overseas friendly games, in camps as well, in the altitude where we're going to play, because here the tournament might be in Mexico. So we have to adapt to that situation as well. So we need games around that region, maybe Central America, El Salvador, Honduras. We need to play in that kind of climate so the players can adapt, and they need to bond, know each other culture, so that they can communicate with each other much better. Things like that we need to do so that we can win games against them kind of quality teams. But I think that sometimes they want to blame finance. So because they want to blame finance, I think that more people need to get involved.
There was a corporate,
yes,
and the government.
The stakeholders and the government, they get involved and chip in whatever they can chip in to help the team go forward.
So I think sometimes Antigua go away, and I'm saying to myself, I want we lose, and I gotta tell you why I say that, because we're going to go and we're going to achieve, and they're going to think that what they give us is enough, and so the culture won't change because we go and we achieve with minimal. So they just keep giving us minimal because we achieving with minimal. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes in my mind I tell myself, why are we going to lose? So maybe they'll try to do better. But that's not the
I understand what you're saying,
mindset to have.
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah. If you win,
they think
you can probably demand and say, hey, I need this because I'm winning. You can probably negotiate. But if they continue to feed you milk, at one time you're going to get lactose intolerance.
Yeah, but some boss man will say, Schyan, if you do the job for $500, why give you more? So that's how the thing. You get the job done with $10. So why give you more than $10? They just get the job.
Because they see you deserve more.
Well, very few boss man are gonna see.
Very few. But someone they will see.
I hear Schyan. As I say, you just have to keep pressing on, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very tough. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. Even these games that we just played, they're very hard. When you think that you're going to bang St. Lucia easy or you're going to beat BVI easy, because you used to beat BVI. Yeah. No. When you do the research on those teams, they have 5 English-based players, they still have US players, they still have academy players. They're a well-stacked team because every team right now buy into the system where you go overseas and you get a player because of
nationality
and all that kind of stuff. Every team is doing that. So if you're not doing that or you have a program at home developing the players, you're not going to be able to compete. You just participate.
Right. If you have to choose a group based on who will leave back now, because I think it's groups of what? 3 groups of 4?
3 groups of, yeah.
USA, Guatemala, Mexico, Canada, Panama, Cuba, Haiti, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, Jamaica, Antigua and Barbados. That's the 12 teams that leave back. You have to choose a group.
Yeah.
Your ideal group is what?
Panama.
The group that you think will get you to a World Cup.
Panama. Probably El Salvador.
Okay,
they came out there, okay.
Yeah. The teams that are more close to me.
So based on rankings, you're going to the teams that are ranked?
No, not based on ranking. That is close to my region. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, Panama.
So you say Panama, El Salvador,
and probably Costa Rica.
So you would put yourself in a group with that?
Yeah, because if you watch the group, the top 2 come out.
Right.
And then after that, the best third place team, the 2 best third place team.
Okay.
So give and take, if you miss that first spot and you win a game and draw a game, you definitely fall in the best third place. And if you fall in the best third place and you move on, it's the group of 8. No, we have knockout stage and all of that. And you know how that
go any which way.
Yeah, so we just need to pass that group right there.
Right, so let me ask you this, because I was sitting down thinking about it too, right? And I'm saying, for me, I'm going Cuba, because they close
to us. That's a good pick too. I forgot that.
I'm going Cuba, I'm going Haiti, I'm going Cuba, Haiti, and I'm going Guatemala. That's where I go in. Because I think, based on what I see, all those teams are passing teams. And your defensive principles are fantastic. Because you get everybody behind the ball. And if you're behind the ball, it's very difficult for the ball to go through you. The ball goes through you when you're high and wide. Right? And your principles are you get everybody behind the ball and you stay compact, you stay nice
and I also block in wide areas so they can't go over.
Plus, you have pace on both flanks in Satchel and Smobby, or Chianti as it's called. You have Greg up front. So you can catch them on the counter once they try one of them loose pass to break your line.
Yes.
Just like you do against
but you see,
but that's just my take.
No, that's a good pick to know. Don't get me wrong. That's a good pick. But you see, sometimes some of those big teams, they look at you and they relax.
Underestimate you.
They underestimate you. And by the time they catch themselves, the game done.
Right. Well, there we have it. Terry, that's Schyan's pick. Terry, what do you think?
No. So when you guys were picking just now, I was thinking Cuba, Guatemala, and Panama. They weren't in this part of the qualifiers. Is that because they were ranked higher than some of those teams?
Yes.
So why do we want to be in a group with those guys that are ranked higher?
I'm saying
Cuba is definitely beatable.
Cuba is beatable. Guatemala is beatable.
Yeah, Guatemala is beatable.
You know what I'm saying? The Haitians is one thing you're going to know about the Haitians. They're going to be tactically good, but they're not going to be physical. We had that on our side. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So, and I'm going to be honest, and Cuba and Guatemala is beatable. Them two are not sure. And he needs what? You play 3 games, you need a draw. You need 2 draw and a win.
Or win and a draw.
Or win and a draw. And you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Cuba is definitely a beatable. I'm not sure we could beat Cuba. I could put my neck on the line for Cuba.
Okay. No, I thought like those that came out of where we were, like Costa Rica, El Salvador, Jamaica, Canada, those teams, that 6 that came out of the thing there.
Schyan say no, them that no play. In them mind, them better than now too, because they no play.
Yeah,
them that play now.
Okay.
You understand me?
So they're coming out.
Okay.